One is self-operations. This is talking about how you create your identity, who you are, what has made you who you are. From this, again, my ID comes from my family. I am who I am because they have supported me and guided me through my life. This also comes from my church family, who again have guided me, supported me, nurtured me, and taught me different lessons that I can use to incorporate in my life. My friends have also done the same. The people who impact my life the most are within mainly these three groups. And the key to that is, again, support and guidance and acceptance. Acceptance is a big thing on figuring out who you are, and surrounding yourself with people who accept you for who you are is the greatest way to figure out what your identity is. It promotes an individual idea, gives you the comfort to experiment and really find out what your gifts are, what fits you, what's your life, what's the plan that God has for your life, because God has an individual plan for all of us to walk. And not everybody walks the same path, which makes us all different. So in order to have a good identity, it's important to surround yourself with people who will support you in that belief that you are an individual. You have to make your own decisions, but we'll be there to help you should you need it, anytime, anywhere. And one of the questions was, is it possible to respect someone who was judged bad in one aspect of their life, but respect them in another? I believe that this is because, like I said, everybody is human. Everybody walks their own path. Everybody has to make their own decisions, and we all make mistakes. And some of us don't learn from our mistakes as fast as others. I believe it is possible because, in the case of my uncle that I referred to earlier, he's an alcoholic, and so I don't particularly care for that part of him, but he was a really good father to my cousins. So I can respect him in that aspect, but I don't respect him for the alcoholism that he had. So I believe it is possible to respect someone for a part of them instead of the other part. That's how we create our friends. We see things that we like in our friends, and we want to emulate, or not emulate, but to take that kind of characteristic and add it to our own lives. And that's part of why we have so many friends, is because we like something in them and want to mirror it in ourselves so we can learn from each other. The next part is world culture. And in this, it talked about how there was a couple questions in the text where it talked about if humans are inherently evil or inherently good. I don't believe that humans are either inherently good or inherently evil. I believe we're all balanced. Well, we are the balance between the good and evil because we have that free choice. We have the freedom of choice in our lives. God gave us that knowledge between good and bad, and He gave us that choice to choose between good and bad, so we can become that balance. So it's not the fact that we're inherently good or inherently evil, it's that choice. We can choose to be good or we can choose to be bad, but we're neither or. I personally don't believe God can ever make anything evil. I think it's just part of the balance. You have to have good, or you have to have evil in order to appreciate the good, and vice versa. You have to have good in order to understand the evil. So it's not the fact that we're inherently good or inherently evil. This free choice is also what makes us different from plants and animals. That was another question that was in this text. If we didn't have knowledge and the freedom to choose between good and bad, then we would just be another animal going about our lives doing what we were supposed to do and not learning, not really being anything but an animal. And the last question in the section about world culture, it asked about if we can manipulate, live in harmony, or control nature. I don't believe we can control nature. I don't believe we're meant to control nature. It's something we have to live with, and we have to understand that that's part of our ecosystems, part of our cycle, our life cycle. We're meant to take care of the earth. God gave us, each man and woman, the job to take care of His creation. It says it in Genesis, flat out. He gave us the responsibility to take care of the beasts of the land, the birds of the air, and the fish of the sea. It's our job to protect them and to take care of them. But it's not our job to control nature. That's His. We're just here to take care of what He created.